Guys, there's somebody up on the roof. I see all sorts of crazy stuff in LA. Let's go see what this is all about. Hey man, how's it going? Are you an entrepreneur?
Yeah, listen, dude, sorry, I'm a little busy. I'm like trying to focus right now.
I totally get it. I'm a business coach. I help entrepreneurs scale and grow their businesses. I got $100 here. If we talk about your business for like 20 minutes, I give you business advice if I can, and then if you don't find it valuable, keep the 100. If you find it valuable, worth $100, you give the 100 back.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Right down.
Oh wow, he's coming down. Wow, man. Wow, that was
Andreas.
Casey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Well, here's 100. Okay, all right.
Do this?
Yeah, let's go back to my studio. We can talk about your business, and hopefully I can give you some advice so I can get my 100 back. Andres, thank you for being here.
Of course.
Andres, yeah?
Andreas.
Andreas,
Yes.
okay. I hear you're like Spider-Man. Can you give me a little context on that?
Yes, so I'm a stuntman, and one of my alter egos is that I really relate to is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm a big climber. I'm a professional climber. I
Wow.
worked on shows like American Ninja Warrior.
Wow.
I do stunts for TV and film, and I'm also a professional acrobat. I was on America's Got Talent with a few teammates of mine.
Mm-hmm.
We did that back in 2021, and so that's a little bit of my background.
That's exciting. Are there any other projects that you're doing that you're working on? Like what's your now? What are you working on now? What are you excited about, energetic about right at the moment?
Absolutely. So the stunt and acting that's my personal business, and what I use that to kind of like funnel it into my other business called The Awakened Warrior, which is where we do warrior training for people. And we focus primarily on retreats and trainings where we take a group of people, go camping out into nature, and we help them awaken their inner warrior spirit through movement, prayer, and play. And our logo is actually this trident right here.
Oh, I love
that those three tips signify the movement, prayer, play, but also the combination and the relationship between mind, body, and spirit. So we don't just focus on the physical, we always focus on the mental and the spiritual as well.
Wow. And is that must be fulfilling for you?
It's very fulfilling,
Yeah.
and the feedback that we've been getting from people is like it's really changed people's lives. It's helped them improve their lives and like take their lives to the next level. A lot of people that, for example, haven't had any like athletic background growing up or doing sports, which is what like teaches you the discipline and like to be able to like overcome obstacles and like go in to the gym or trainings even when you're feeling down on those days. So we have to implement those techniques and training styles that we've developed over our lifetime to help them cultivate that now so that they can take that back into their real life and overcome any obstacle that life throws at them.
I love that. In that regard, is there anything that you're kind of hitting a wall or with, or what are challenges you're facing with growing business or scaling business? Obviously, it sounds extremely rewarding, and to be honest with you, I think I've actually seen some of these videos, and are people like doing combat in a circle? Like it's like this energy that
primal energy. Yeah, absolutely. So in the retreats and also the trainings that we do, like we said, we bring in different modalities to like help cultivate that warrior spirit. So basic martial arts, self-defense, weapons training, which I bring in from my stunt background.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of training with katanas. We bring in different disciplines onto one playing field. So it's like a one-stop shop for warrior training. And it also helps people cultivate that like healthy competitive spirit and like to push each other to the limits and push yourself to the mental and physical boundaries.
I absolutely love that. I feel like I need to do something like that. That feels like
you should come to one of our retreats.
That feels like something I would definitely be into.
Yeah.
So that sounds amazing. So let's just quickly talk about like what are some challenges that are happening.
Absolutely. So we just started this in January of 2023. We started doing Wednesday warrior workouts in Santa Monica. This was kind of to develop a community and build like awareness around the brand, to be able to promote the retreats. The retreats happen 4 to 5 times a year. Yeah. We try to keep it to like one per season. That's our main focus right now. And our biggest issue that we've had is finding, I guess, sign-ups or people to like pay full price for the retreats. Yeah. Okay. Or just being able to access this niche market that we're focusing on. And we've been pretty blessed to like attract a very specific market, which is like head on like what we're going for, like people that are very open-minded, looking for a community, looking for like-minded people to kind of like open up, be vulnerable and strong at the same time. But
and how are you really very quickly? How are you fostering that through content, or are you fostering it like online content, but also these sessions, right?
So online content mostly. We go and brand placement or brand awareness and like different wellness retreats or wellness events across town.
Yeah.
We go and collaborate with other partners. For example, we've partnered up with like these guys called Ice Pass. They do like sauna cold plunge sessions.
Nice.
Do their like weekly. They call it sauna socials. So we go and make sure we're present during those events, and people have been hearing about us, and the word is getting out now, which is good and like rewarding to see. But yeah, it's I guess getting signups for these retreats, especially with a few months in advance. We tend to plan our schedules ahead of time.
Yeah.
But most people are very last minute, and it's kind of stressful when you have these events going on, and it's you don't have signups up until like the very last week or the last few days.
Yeah.
People sign up very last minute.
And it costs money to put on the retreats.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it costs money to put on these retreats. So there's always that financial investment, which we've been seeing it as, the first few years, it's always, an investment, and like, that's okay. We've made peace with that.
Do you have a cap as to how many people live could be there?
A cap?
Like
Yes.
how many, is there, you can only facilitate like 20 people or 30 people or what have you?
Yeah, we found out that I think the max that we feel comfortable like at these retreats is like 25 to 30 people max. For these retreats that we do locally here in California, we have a team of about 7 facilitators and like people like between like the production company, like photographers, videographers, and then other people help us set up the camps, the kitchen, and also helpers to set this up. It like literally takes a village.
Can I ask you a question? Are they all the same or are they different?
The retreats?
Yeah, because you say 1 per season, so
Yes.
4 I imagine per year?
Correct.
Okay.
They're all different. They're same but different. So each season has a different theme. So like if we'll do a winter theme, it'll be a little more cold. That'll be like one of the things that we need to embrace is like confront the cold. Right? If it's a summer one, it's gonna be like a lot of heat. Managing those things, and then they all come with different themes. So for example, our third one was called Operation Dragon, and the slogan was Ignite the Fire, the fire within. So we focused on like the breath of fire and like being able to like power yourself up from within, and that's when we had a sauna and a cold plunge on top of Big Bear Mountain in the middle of a prairie field, which was the scene was amazing. So like when you enter the cold plunge, you'd be guided through the breath of fire to keep yourself warm and to ignite that fire within. So we focus on those like themes and slogans like for each one. So each one is different and focuses to cultivate slightly different things, but at the end of the day, it's all to cultivate your inner warrior spirit.
Great, that's cool. Can I ask another question? How many people come? How many repeat customers do you have?
We've actually had quite a few repeat customers, like solid 3 or 4 that just keep coming back and they like it. At the end of the day, we want to reach a greater audience, and it's awesome to have these people come back and like cultivate that sense of family, but we want to scale this on a massive level, which it's going to take a lot of time and infrastructure and things. And so I'm really excited to like be here and talk with you. Hopefully,
I have a couple thoughts. And obviously there's like, you fire and you might miss, right? But I'm just going to throw some stuff out there. To me, it feels like there's an opportunity, first off, because you have a loyal following that, well, first, can I ask you the price per event?
For the local ones in California, we do $1,333, so $1,333 dollars, and that includes your meal plan for the weekend, accommodation in a tent, and then ticket for the entire weekend. And it's usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday. An optional Thursday. We go in on a Thursday to set up camp, but people don't have to come in until Friday because we know some people work and can't really get off until then. So we don't officially start until Friday afternoon, and then we wrap up right before sunset on Sunday around 5 p.m.
I see. Okay. A couple of thoughts then that I have on this. It sounds like it's a big, you're definitely putting money in, and you need 25. So you probably need you're looking for $40K per session, or right? Like that's kind of the money you want to make, or the revenue you want to bring in. Costs 10, 12, something.
No, closer to 10, like 8.
10? 8. Okay. So what's been coming up for me in this situation is the idea of a mastermind, like in the idea of these 4 sessions, someone is a part of a community. And I know that you said you want to scale it, but part of my mind goes into this like idea of if you're running these 4 times a year, someone pays 10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000 or 25,000, and they're a part of this package that they get all 4. Mm-hmm. And it's more of an elevated, more of a, I don't like to use the word elite, but exclusive.
So kind of like a membership program?
Sort of like a membership program where they can pay on a monthly basis, but you also you build an online community around it too. So you have these 4 live sessions that they come, and it's just amazing, but you still build a community where every month they're coming into an online portal, coming and seeing you. You guys are doing like sessions via Zoom or via Easy Webinar, whatever. Mm-hmm. But you're doing like these you create the whole picture, and then the scalability part of where I think, because it's going to be hard to scale up these retreats, right? Because you just need more and more people, and you need to grow that.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
And to add to that, the whole scaling of the businesses, we are focusing on retreats right now, but there is also like a clothing line, a jewelry line that we're working on. We are also selling journals, and at the end of the day, we would like to have more permanent locations where we can have ongoing trainings. You know, so like perhaps we're gonna even open up gyms eventually. And at the end of the day, like the bigger picture is like we want to open up schools, like new schools of thought, where we bring in all these different things and be able to give back to the community in that way, and like just cultivate a greater education for people.
Have you thought about bringing the school idea to like the online world? Because obviously, you know, with online, you can sort of say this is our school, right? Mm-hmm. To start with, and you build a community, you build a curriculum, and you do it all online, and then that's almost like validating the idea of maybe it becoming an accredited school or coming a place where people can actually come live and in person, but validating it by bringing people online and community online, bringing them into the retreats, building that up, building the retreats up, and at the same time, now you're able to fund maybe buying a one location where a campus, let's say, where you can run these retreats, but also have these schools basically.
So you're saying just have more of an online school program available.
Exactly, because you know that vision of like a built school, like, you know, let's build it from the ground up. You know, it takes time, energy, money, for like sure. So many things, but the lightweightness of being able to bring a community online and build curriculum within the online space, maybe into a program. You can get more people in. You can, because you're wanting to create an impact. I can tell you want more people to see this. You bring people into a community that is like a monthly membership or something to that effect. And then from there, you ascend people into these retreats that you're doing. So the people that are coming into the online community, $100 a month, right? They get some curriculum, but they more importantly get you or other, your partners in, and they get to experience you, and then they have growth and change and, just all the things. And it's mostly online, but you plan everything out. So you have like course curriculum, but then you maybe have once a week coaching calls or sessions where they can come, or maybe it's a breath work, or, things that they do in their own home, right? Yeah. But I do know that it's so much more impactful when you can go and have people in person. So you build a much wider net community with this online thing, but then you have this layer of retreat of this 4 sessions that they can do, where that can be, as I said, someone could pay a higher price, more premium price, like $15K for the year. And now what you're establishing is that you create change for them. You can help them find that inner person to change their life, right? That's the stake, that if they do this with you, they'll change their life,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
question on that, like mastermind thing that you're saying, like say someone has like a membership for the year, would you suggest that includes like the 4 retreats a year that we do?
Yeah.
Because what if they can't make those dates or something, you know?
So so let's say $100 a month. That's not for that.
Yeah.
That's just to be in the community, right? Or I mean, online community. What you're positioning with this bigger thing is that they're not going to not make the dates. They're going to make sure they come to the dates. It's not about, we have it on these dates. These are the dates. Like, if you want to change your life, these are the dates. If they can't make the dates, then that's their choice to not do it or do it. Maybe they can make 3 of the dates, and that's enough for them. And I speak from experience that people will come into a mastermind and sometimes only do 2 sessions out of 4 or 5, and they just love the exclusivity. They love also the community. It's a tight-knit community. So if you're saying like 40 people, you want 20 to 40 people in this tight-knit community that you're running these 4 sessions for per year, it's more premium. There's a greater chance that they can reach the goals they're wanting to reach faster because they're working with you, and it's
Close container.
Those are $20,000 to $25,000 per year type of that
Membership
programs, right?
Okay. And then
so that's where my mind goes for this.
Nice.
And the reason I say that is because then you're not having to stress out with, we're going to get enough people signed up per thing. And it's way more money. It's 7 figures if you're talking about 20 to 25,000 per person, and you're getting 20 people, right? The numbers, that's $1 million business if you get the same people. Now, some people come out, every year they're signing up for the year, right? And some years you'll lose some people that don't want to do it the next year, or some years you'll add more people. So you open it up every year, but the community that you're building online, let's say you have 10,000, 5,000, 2,000 people. 20. Can you imagine 20 to 30 to 40 people of that massive community moving into this? Into this retreat package.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
And then we'd give them like what do you call it? Like they can pay monthly, right? Or like
they can pay monthly. Yeah. So like maybe it's
sorry. So like you've heard a little bit about me, but like what is it that you do? What do you?
That's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
The Easy Webinar, is this like a platform that we could host something like this on there, or?
Oh yeah, Easy Webinar is a webinar platform. It's a software that people use to do sales funnels that are based upon webinars and storytelling. And so we have a lot of people in the personal growth space who use our platform. People that create online courses, they use our platform to sell their courses. They also use our platform to fulfill on their programs, like doing like a weekly coaching or monthly coaching, right? That's how people will use our system. And I've been doing business growth and scaling businesses for, God, I don't want to show my age, but like the last 15 years or so.
Be proud of your age. You look great.
Thank you.
How old you are, but you look great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But like, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've just been helping people, build and grow and their businesses. We've had, 15, 25,000 people go through our system and our courses and our software. And, it's just, I love coaching. I love just hearing what people are trying to do. And when someone has such a powerful vision like you, it's like, I want that to be found and out there and executed, because it's like, it's really helping people. So yeah, that's what I'm here for, to help you impact the world. If I
Amazing.
Can.
Yeah.
So, just question, really out of the blue, how is this?
Honestly, super helpful.
Yeah.
And it's funny because sometimes you have to hear things 1, 2, 3 times before you actually pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been brought to my attention before of creating some sort of membership or subscription program.
Yeah.
And just the way you put it into context, it actually really triggered something in me. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Like, I see the vision now. Like before, I was like, I wasn't really sure if it was for me. That's not really what we're trying to do. But
Yeah.
like the way you were able to like present it and bring it forward, I think that was like super beneficial to me. And I think that's the next move for us. So thank you,
Andreas. It's so great to
Yeah.
meet you. And I think I could see that you love to be there with people. And I totally understand that. And sometimes when you go online, it's kind of scary because you're like, two-dimensional screen, is it really creating that connection? But that doesn't have to be where it ends, you know? It doesn't have to feel so a void, so, you know, impersonal, you know?
Yeah.
Let that be the community that drives you. And when I've done coaching and do my coaching calls, and you know, 20 to 30 people, and we're just, you know, like I get them into hot seats and coach them, I can get emotional, and it's like, and because I can get emotional, I realize that it's not just two-dimensional. I can actually feel them and their energy and how they're going to, you know, what they've gained and what they're now going to execute on. But I do understand that live experience is so valuable. So that's why I think that should be the exclusivity, and that experience should be something that someone like anyone, you know, I paid $20,000, $25,000 to do these sessions, and to be able, because they're not just, you know, these just weekend retreats, they're life-changing weekend retreats. They're changing somebody, right? Somebody for the better. So I think it's very valuable. And I think right now, you are undervaluing the gifts that you have. And I can't wait to see those gifts come out more and more. And then you're doing it, you're executing on it. And so don't think, oh, no, why am I not? But this is just the journey. It's enjoy the journey, because the journey, this is one stop at the journey.
What it's for. Yeah.
Exactly. Cool. So thank you. Well, thank you for being here.
Of course. A pleasure.
Yeah.